It was all about Leon, let's be honest. It was Leon's night.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the craziest, funniest, most viral, and most inspiring moments from the 2024 Summer Olympics.
And a record day at the Paris Olympics for two of America's biggest stars.
Number 10, the athletes swim in the Seine.
Diving into the Seine after days of delays over poor water quality, the water finally deemed safe enough to swim.
The Olympics are as much about the host city as they are about the athletes. This year, Paris had a problem on its hands, in that the Seine River was deemed unfit for swimming. This has been a massive problem for a century, as the city first banned swimming back in 1923.
I'm confident that we'll be ready tomorrow for the men's triathlon. If we still aren't, we've planned, as we've always said, contingency days that will allow us to consider alternative solutions.
But thanks to improvements in the wastewater network and a massive treatment tank that cost €1.4 billion, the river was cleaned and deemed safe enough to enter. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo took a dip, and the athletes followed. The sight of them entering the water signaled an extraordinary accomplishment in hard work and intensive planning, and it represents the very ideals of the Olympic Games.
The hope for some is that well after the Summer Olympics are done, there will be a cleaner, swimmable Seine for Parisians to enjoy.
Number 9. First medal for the Refugee Olympic Team.
Cindy Ngamba made history by winning a first ever medal for the Refugee Olympic Team.
Back in 2016, IOC President Thomas Bach announced that a new team consisting of refugees would be joining the Olympic Games. The Refugee Olympic Team first marched in the 2016 Summer Games, but they failed to medal in either Rio or Tokyo. That changed at the Paris Games with Cindy Ngamba, a Cameroonian boxer competing in the women's 75-kilogram event.
Over the years, she became a 3-time British champion in 3 different weight categories.
Ngamba defeated Bison Manicon of Thailand in the round of 16 and then eliminated Davina Michel via unanimous decision in the quarterfinals. By doing so, Ngamba guaranteed the Refugee Olympic Team their very first medal.
Let's turn now to the boxing ring and another story of perseverance. Cindy Ngamba, short of at least a bronze medal, and that's making history.
Number 8. The shooters.
The Olympics produce new heroes every day, but here's one Olympian who's become an overnight internet sensation, and the world can't keep calm.
When it came to the most popular sports at the Games, we certainly did not have shooting on our bingo cards. Alas, you can never predict the Olympics, or the internet. Social media immediately took note of 2 shooters in particular, turning them into viral stars.
Believe it or not, Djokovic managed to claim Turkey's first ever Olympic medal in shooting in what looked like his everyday glasses.
One was Kim Ye-ji of South Korea, whose impeccable style and stance had her compared to a manga character. But perhaps the bigger breakout star was Turkish shooter Yusuf Dikeç. Likened to both James Bond and John Wick, Dikeç was noticed thanks to his complete nonchalance. Competing in a white t-shirt and everyday glasses, and with one hand casually tucked into his pocket, Dikeç looked totally at ease. One hitman and one anime character. Welcome to the Summer Olympics.
Look at that. Look at the guy next to him. Look at Yusuf. There was never a chance here, okay? Yusuf was taking this home all day.
Number 7. The levitating surfer.
I'm going to finish with a little and finally for you, because in the clean waters of Tahiti. Bear with me on this one.
If you had told us the famous photo of Gabriel Magina was AI, we would have believed you. It's just so perfect. One of the game's defining images came early in its schedule, when photographer Jérôme Bruyette snapped Brazilian surfer Gabriel Magina emerging from a wave. Bruyette told The Guardian that the conditions were, quote, perfect for the shot, and that it was one of 4 that he had taken in rapid succession.
I want to show you the most incredible photograph taken by a French photographer today.
It was sent to his editors, they published it, and the rest is history. Bruyette, ever a humble man, claimed, quote, everyone will forget about it next week. We don't know about that. In fact, we wouldn't be surprised if this became an iconic shot. It's certainly the shot of the Paris Games.
But you've got to admit, Mike, that is one superb photograph, isn't it?
Number 6. Simone Biles wins gold.
Another Olympic gold medal for Simone Biles in gymnastics.
We only have so much time left to enjoy the athletic magnetism that is Simone Biles, as she was 27 years old going into the Paris Games. The most decorated gymnast in history is also, by most estimations, the greatest gymnast in the history of the sport. And we had the privilege to watch the best be the best yet again.
Simone Biles has won yet another gold medal for Team USA women's gymnastics.
Biles helped lead Team USA to gold in the team all-around, while also placing first in both the individual all-around and vault categories. And not only did we get to witness gymnastics perfection, we also got to see a record being made, as Biles became the most decorated American gymnast in Olympic history.
It's her third gold medal of the Paris Olympics, her 7th in total, her 10th Olympic medal.
Number 5. Brazil defeats Spain.
As we take a look at the second semifinal today over in France, featuring Brazil against the defending World Cup champion Spain, and this one did not go according to the script.
You never know what you're going to get with football, or soccer, whatever. Brazil scraped their way into the semifinal of the women's soccer and had a monumental task ahead of them. Spain, who were fresh off a win at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Gulp. But in a shocking display that no one saw coming, Brazil proved utterly dominant throughout the entire match, at one point being up 4-1.
Just how surprised with you, not necessarily that Spain lost, but that Spain lost in the manner that they did against this Brazilian team.
Spain managed to score another goal to make it 4-2, but that would be it, and Brazil walked off the pitch the Cinderella victors. It's the type of underdog story that sports and the Olympics are made of.
To see them lose to Brazil 4-2, I was surprised. I think most people were surprised.
Number 4, Katie Ledecky becomes the most decorated U.S. female Olympian.
Swimming yesterday, U.S. swimmer Katie Ledecky took home the gold. You know, I believe that this is her 8th Olympic medal. How has she just dominated?
No, I'm going to blow your mind. Try 12th Olympic medal. 8th gold medal.
American swimmer Katie Ledecky took home 4 medals at the Paris Games. She won bronze in the 400-meter freestyle, silver in the 4x200 relay, and gold in both the 800 and 1500-meter freestyle. And it put her in the history books. With these wins, Ledecky now sits with 14 Olympic medals, making her the most decorated female American in Olympic history.
She is beyond dominant, yeah. The only one who has done it better is Michael Phelps.
The prior record was 12 medals, held by swimmer Jenny Thompson. But by winning both the 13th and 14th at the Paris Games, Ledecky broke her own record and now sits 5th on the all-time medal list and 3rd for females.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that I'll look back on it with the same amount of joy and happiness that I feel right now.
Number 3, Novak Djokovic completes the Golden Slam.
And tears of joy for the great Novak Djokovic, who has now very much completed the set.
Novak Djokovic was already the tennis GOAT, but he needed just one more thing before he threw in the towel: an Olympic gold medal. Djokovic has won a record 24 men's singles Grand Slams and took home a bronze medal back in Beijing, but he wanted that Golden Slam. This distinction comes when a tennis player wins all 4 major Grand Slam tournaments and the Olympic gold medal. Only 4 other players in history have accomplished this feat.
24 Grand Slam titles, never an Olympic gold medal until now.
And being 37 years old, Djokovic's time was running out. But in a thrilling match against Carlos Alcaraz, Djokovic emerged victorious 2-0 and finally accomplished his dream. The emotion was understandably overwhelming.
When I take everything in consideration, this probably is the biggest sporting success I've ever had in my career.
Number 2, Armand Duplantis breaks the pole vaulting world record.
Which is tough because it's hard to comprehend everything that just happened. I think it's quite a bit overwhelming.
There's nothing like watching a record being set. Armand Duplantis' performance in the pole vaulting was simply extraordinary, a growing ladder of greater feats. First, he won the gold medal, clearing 6 meters and beating Sam Kendricks.
And then Mondo, the big favorite, had won the competition, assured himself a gold medal, and then got to do a couple of extra tries for the world record.
Then he jumped 6.10 meters and set a new Olympic record. Not happy with that, he literally set the bar higher to 6.25 meters, which would mean a new world record. Duplantis failed the first 2 jumps, meaning he had just one more try to accomplish the goal. And wouldn't you know it, that is exactly what he did. If this were in a movie, we would have rolled our eyes at the sappy contrivance. But as this is reality, it can just remain unbelievable.
And he doesn't have to, he's already won the gold, right? But he says, no, I'm gonna do it, whatever, I'm gonna go first for the Olympic record.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The greatest 100-meter race of all time. The 100-meter race is one of the most prestigious events in the Olympics. And let us tell you, the Paris iteration was something else. In what some have been calling the greatest 100-meter race of all time, USA's Noah Lyles just barely squeaked by Jamaica's Keishane Thompson by 0.005 of a second to take gold. Not only that, but all 8 men finished in under 10 seconds, making this the fastest race ever run. It was an extraordinary display of talent, endurance, and human capability. The very fabric of the Olympic Games in just 10 short seconds. They will be speaking about this one for ages to come.
After one of the closest races in recent history, the U.S. star runner won the men's 100 meters in a photo finish, beating Jamaica's Keishane Thompson by 0.005 of a second.
Bonus entry, Raygun.
For the first time in my life, I've watched a member of the Australian Olympic team perform and known with 100% certainty that I could do better.
The world was left, shall we say, enticed when the IOC announced that breakdancing would be a part of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Wow, did it not disappoint? Australian dancer Rachel Gunn, endearingly nicknamed Raygun, shocked the world with her bizarre performance that has been widely mocked and compared to Homer Simpson, a wet dog, and a toddler trying to impress their parents.
If that's breakdancing, then I breakdance every single
shot.
Friday, Saturday night at 1 a.m.
Nearly everything about this display was met with disbelief. The moves, the confidence she displayed, and the 0 points she received. Just when you thought the 2024 Games had given all it had to give, here it came with one last glorious surprise.
A bunch of confused faces, I think. I'm trying to make sense of what was going on. It's not gone down, perhaps, as the International Olympic Committee would have liked.
Did we forget a moment that you enjoyed? Let us know in the comments below.
So we were witnessing history. Oh, it gives me chills just thinking about it.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.